After logging into the Department of Post's customer self-service portal, the customer lands on the main dashboard. This page provides key information such as booking shortcuts and a complete navigation menu on the left side, allowing the user to move quickly to different services. To begin any kind of API integration, the customer must first register as a partner. Without partner registration, the developer portal will not be visible in the side menu. The customer goes to Registered Services, selects Add Additional Services, and then chooses Registered as a partner. On the screen, the customer can select one or more applicable categories such as bulk customer, agent, D&K customer, RMS customer, or vendor. Once the registration is submitted and approved, the system activates the partner profile and the developer portal option automatically appears in the left side menu. When the customer opens the developer portal for the first time, only two sections are visible: documentation and registration for technical integration. Documentation is accessible to all registered partners and provides a central reference for all available APIs. For every endpoint, the documentation provides the endpoint details, a clear description of the API, a list of body parameters, and complete response formats. Sample requests are given with examples of call commands. Each endpoint also includes sample responses along with the respective response codes, so developers can easily understand how the system behaves for different scenarios. The endpoints are organized in the following sequence: authorization, PIN code search, domestic tariff calculations, international tariff calculations, bulk article processing, international booking, tracking, label generation. This is all about documentation. Now let us move to registration for technical integration. To actually test the APIs, the customer must register for the sandbox environment. Customer's personal details required to be provided. Both mobile number and email ID should be validated. On successful registration, the system generates a unique sandbox customer ID. If the customer has already registered earlier, the same sandbox customer ID is displayed again. All sandbox-related notifications, including credentials and updates, are sent to the customer's registered email address and mobile number. Once the sandbox registration is completed successfully, additional menu cards become available. These include API subscription, whitelisting my IP address, request for access to production, and logs and monitoring. These sections guide the customer through the remaining steps of API onboarding. In the Sandbox API subscription section, the customer can see a Subscribe APIs tab where all existing subscriptions are listed. To subscribe to new APIs, the customer clicks on the API subscription tab. Under the authentication category, two APIs are available: Access Token Generation and Access Token Generation with Refresh Token. Both of these are mandatory, and they are pre-selected by default. The remaining APIs can be selected by the customer based on their business requirements. In this section, the customer also configures how they would like to receive event notifications. They must choose the preferred data transfer mode, either SFP or webhook, and select the types of events they want to receive. Webhook is always recommended over SFP for faster and more reliable delivery. To set up webhook delivery, the customer needs to provide two URLs, one specific key for booking-related events and another for all other types of events. Different types of bag events, as well as article booking and delivery events, are available. International mail events such as cancellation of export, received by customs, remarks added by customs, returned from customs, and several others can also be subscribed. In the whitelisting My IP address section, the requirements for IP approval are clearly displayed at the top. Both IP addresses are mandatory for sandbox testing. Multiple IP4 addresses can be added, separated by commas. The valid IP formats are explained on the screen, ensuring that there are no spaces and no extra commas while entering the addresses. After entering the IP details, clicking on Update IP Whitelist will submit the request. A confirmation message will be shown on successful submission. More than one IP address can be added as needed. On the same screen, the customer can also submit the request for production IP whitelisting when they are ready for go live. The user receives an email notification once their IP whitelisting request is reviewed and approved. Want to select the card label, Access to Production Environment. Now the request form will open up. Here, we need you to upload documentation showing that you have successfully finished API testing in the sandbox. This could be your test reports, screenshots, or any other relevant proof that shows you are ready for production. Once you've uploaded your document, simply enter your PIN code. You'll notice that the Division Office field fills in automatically for you. Next, please take a moment to read through the terms and conditions. If you agree, click the I understand button on the pop-up. Then, check the box that says you have read and agree to the terms, and click the Request Production Access button to finish up. And that's it. You will see a confirmation message on the screen saying your request has been submitted. Our team will review your application and get back to you within 2 to 3 business days. Moving on, let's check out the logs and monitoring options. Just like before, go ahead and expand the side menu. Open up the Registered Services menu and click on the Developer Portal submenu. Once the dashboard opens, look for the card label, Logs and Monitoring, and click on it. This brings you to the main monitoring page, where you'll see 2 specific tabs, Error Logs and API Logs. This is designed for checking detailed, batch-wise errors. You can search for specific logs using the keywords filter or by selecting a from date and to date. Just a quick note here, the date range you select cannot exceed 7 days. When you click such logs, a list will appear below showing all the details you need for troubleshooting, including the timestamp, barcode, batch ID, specific validation errors, error category, and the article data for reference. If you need to save this data, you can easily export it by clicking the Download Logs button. Finally, when you are finished working in the portal, simply click on your profile icon in the top corner and select Log Out to exit securely.